Hey guys, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Kitten podcast. My name is Grace, and today is March. Let me check the date. It is March 10th. It's Friday, March 10th. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for checking me out. If you are new, I really appreciate all the views and the comments. It really means a lot. You can find me on all the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Ravelry, Instagram. I'm most active on Instagram, and all that information will be in the show notes, and if you're on YouTube, they'll be linked down below. The show notes will be on my blog, which will also be linked down below if you are on YouTube. And yeah, I am currently in a different location. I'm still in my apartment. I'm just outside because today's weather is really, really nice, and I thought I would give it a try. Hopefully the background noise won't be too bad. I'm gonna try and do some editing to make sure that it's not too obnoxious, but I just thought I'd switch it up a bit. And plus, I mean, we have a very nice brick background, and how can you pass that up? So I don't have anything to drink with me currently, but if you would like to get something to drink, that would be wonderful. I need something to craft, and then we'll just talk about some knitting. So, this week is probably going to be a little bit shorter as well, or not too short, but not like super long, I don't think, just because the knitting that I've done, there's a car going by, I apologize if you can hear it. Hopefully editing will not be too bad. The knitting that I've done has been relatively substantial, but it's still been very, like, there's nothing super exciting. There's one exciting thing, which I'm very excited to show you, which has taken up most of my knitting time the past couple of days. So let's get on with that. I am currently in the middle of a row of something that is not very exciting, so I can just tell you about it, what I'm working on right now. It's the old romance cardigan by Locatelli. I'm knitting it out of Tosh Mo Light, which is the one with the mohair in it. It out of the Kitten colorway and the Antler colorway. I am currently on the section of endless stockinette stitch, which is wonderful, and it's like mindless knitting. I don't think I've had this kind of mindless knitting in a while, and so it's just so relaxing to be like, to know that, like, if we're gonna go see a movie or something, I have a project I can grab really quickly and be like, I need to knit 15 inches of stockinette on technically size 4s, so this is my movie knitting. But so it's very nice to have that, and I really, it's just very enjoyable. It's very soothing, and it's just kind of like chill. So chill. So I'm working on that, and that's just been going along, making mighty fine progress. I think I'm almost done with like the last increase section of the body before I start doing 15 inches, or however many inches it is till I do the ribbing and then I cast it off, which is so exciting. And then there's a little not a button band because there's not technically buttons, but like a little edging, I guess, a little bit of an edging, and then sorry, I just hit the little thing that you guys are sitting on. Just a little bit of an edging, and then it'll be done, which is really exciting. So it is, I'm on the home stretch now. It's very smooth home stretch, so that's very exciting. So I will stop that here. This is what it looks like. It's nothing exciting. So if you want to see more of it, you can go back on the past 2-3 episodes or something like that, and you can see more of what that looks like. So more progress that I have made. This is let me get these out of the box. All my yarn is in a box since I'm outside. This is the Stephen West Marled Fade Triangle Shawl, and this is the kit that I got for my birthday, and I am literally almost done with the second to last section. There are there's like 2 different sizes. There's a small and there's a large, or whatever, small, medium, large. There's 2 sizes, and you do 4 repeats for one, you do 5 repeats for the other, and I'm choosing to do the 5 repeat because why not? And plus it'll end up that the border, I hold 2 strands of the Oracle colorway together, so it'll be very similar to how I started, because I started with 2 strands of the seed color. The yarn is Hedgehog Fibers, which is truly delightful to work with. The colors are just so amazing. I just can't get over how much fun these colors are. This is the sock base, I believe. So the first one is seed, and then I held a strand of seed and a strand of Monarch together. And then I held a strand of Monarch and a strand of Fool's Gold together. And now I'm almost done with a strand of Fool's Gold. And this might be Oracle, actually. This is Oracle. And then I think this might be Night Ride. Or Night Rider. Or something. So, and the last section, I will hold these 2 together, and then the border will be 2 strands of this together. So I'm very excited about that. I got a lot of progress on this done, but it's not like super exciting, so it doesn't look like much, but it is a lot. I'm very happy with this. This hasn't been a project where I eventually, I'm getting really tired of it. I'm really enjoying knitting it, and I think it's because, 1, it's the yarn is super fun, and 2, it's the texture. The textured stitch of it is just super fun, and I'm really enjoying knitting it, so it's been a blast. And I think the edging has some kind of brioche, which is exciting. I think there's an option to do a 2-color brioche or a 1-color brioche, depending on how many sections you do, and I think I'll probably end up doing the 1-color just because I want to use as much of this yarn as possible. So I'm really enjoying this. It is so squishy, and I love it so much. And it smells so good. It is beautiful. So I'm very excited about this. The only downside, and I've used these needles before, but these needles squeak. I don't know if you can hear that, but they are squeaking. Yeah, so that's the only downside to these needles. They're the Chaogu wooden ones, but they're very pointy, which is helpful if you're knitting with 2 strands, because it makes it easier to pick up both strands without splitting them or anything. So it's very nice. It's very nice. It's going very well, and I'm very excited about it. So put that back in the box. So what I've been working on for the past 2 days or something like that, because it's just been so exciting and I love it so much, is the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, the Marled Magic, because I couldn't help myself. Also, my mom gifted me with the pattern, which was so nice of her, so it was just kind of I have the pattern. I have a lot of stash, why not? Why not? Why not? So this is what I've been working on, and goodness gracious, it knits up so quickly, and it's just so much fun because you get to play with color, and it's oh my goodness. There's also a lot of tails right now. If you're knitting it, you probably understand why. There's just so many ends right now, and we don't have to leave them in apparently, so goodness knows what we'll be doing with them, but there are a lot of ends right now. If you don't want to be spoiled, if you want to keep this a secret or a surprise, then you can look away and not listen to what I have to say. But if you don't really care, or if you just want to see it, or if you're not even going to make one, just this is what I'm going to do. So here is the mesh part, which I think I knit this way. yeah, so I started down here and I knit up like that, and then did some fancy Stephen West magic, and then I started this C-stitch portion right here with all the marledy goodness, which is just so much fun. And I love playing with color, and I don't know if these colors are going to show up as well as I do in person, but it's so much fun. So yeah, here are all my ends all together in their long and beautiful colorful glory. Let me put them together. But like all bunched together, they kind of remind me of like a unicorn's mane or like something like that, because they're all like together, and so that's really fun. But I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but it'll be fun to see how it happens. I think the next Clue 2 came out today, so I'm a little bit behind, seeing as I just started section 2 of Clue 1, but section 2 of Clue 1 I think is very quick and easy, so I'd like to get that done today maybe, and maybe start on Clue 2 tomorrow. That'd be so cool. Also, the needles I am using, they are very wonderful. There is a loud noise going to happen, and I wanted to go by first. Really? So the needles that I'm using are the Chow-Goo stainless steel. They're the lace ones. And I happened to get these. These were, I don't remember which yarn store I got these at, but it was not my normal yarn store. They're originally 10, but I got them on sale. So it was amazing. And these are the 32-inch ones. They're size 9s. I know the pattern technically calls for 8s, but my 8s were being used. So I went with a little bit bigger needle and didn't think it would be too much of an issue, because I mean, it's Stephen West and he supports creativity and all that jazz. So what I really like about this, it's the same thing with these wooden ones. Even though the wooden ones were squeaky, these tips are so sharp. Not like sharp, like painful sharp, but they are like so wonderful, like scooping up 2 strands of yarn and making sure they're not gonna get split. It makes it really wonderful. I love these needles so much. What I really want to do is get a pair of the interchangeable sets. I think that would be so amazing. One day. So this is just so much scraps. There was one skein I think that I like. It was a full skein. It was one of the skeins that I dyed at the very beginning of my dyeing career, and I just like I untwisted it and like wound a little baby ball. And so yeah, I'll be using like a little mini. And then if I need more, I can wind more. So I think I'll be doing that with a lot of the full skeins that I have, because I don't really want to wind up the entire skein. And if I know that like I'm not going to be using that skein for the whole skein or something for like a big project, I think it'll be donated to the cause and it'll be fine. So that way if I don't end up using the whole thing, then it's not just like laying around caked up and all that jazz. So I don't know if I'll stick with that, but who knows, we will see. So yeah, I'm really enjoying knitting this. It's like, it's potato chip knitting, but it's like times that, because there's so many color combinations, and like it's seed stitch, like, which I have fun in my mouth which is really not that big a deal. Like, it's very simple knitting, which is nice, and it's very easy to remember when you increase and decrease, but because you get to change your colors so much, and it's like, it's all up to you, it's just so exciting. It's just like, I don't know what this is gonna look like, and I am loving playing around with this color, these colors, all these colors, and getting to use yarns that I probably normally wouldn't use with other ones. I don't know. It's just been a very, like, you know, I don't know if these colors are gonna go together, but I like them right now, so let's try it. So I'm really, really excited. Yay! I love it so much. So yes, this is the Marled Magic Mystery Knit Along by Stephen West, the wonderful Stephen West. I also appreciate his YouTube videos that he puts up with each clue, because, like, if he hadn't, I wouldn't have understood probably nearly as well to leave all the ends of section 1. So I'm really glad that he does that. It's so much fun just to, like, listen to him talk, because you see him all the time, and it's just like, I like hearing your voice, because it's fun putting those two together and knowing how you speak and putting it behind the book. Because he's such a cool person. And then of course he has the song that went along with the Mystery Knit Along, and like, you can't go wrong with that, because that is amazing. Which will also be linked in the show notes. I said I was going to do that like last week or something, or 2 weeks ago, and I did not. I apologize. It will be in the show notes this week, I promise. So, this is amazing. And this is what I've been knitting on for the past 2 days. Yeah, this is also like 2 days worth of knitting. So, I knit most of the mesh section yesterday. So I kind of took the day off, and I was just kind of like, I need to get progress done for knitting for the podcast, and I just really want to knit, because it's been kind of a busy week, and I just wanted to knit on things, so that's what I did, and I got a lot done. In other news, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Tomorrow, hopefully we're gonna go to some, like, art museum or something like that, and hopefully, this is a little bit big for, I don't know, maybe I could finagle a way to figure out my knitting, because this would be really great if I could bring this around and knit on it as we walk around, because apparently there's a lot of, like, fun food trucks in the area of this art museum, and so we're gonna make it pretty much it for this week. There hasn't been a whole lot that has happened, and yeah, so I'll just leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. I really appreciate it. If you would like to subscribe or like this video, that would be wonderful, or even leave a comment and just say hello. I love hearing from my viewers. There's a Ravelry group that I'm working on it. And that will be linked down below and in the show notes as well. You can find it on Ravelry under the groups tab. It's the Cat Knit Podcast. Like I said at the beginning, I'm on all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Ravelry, but I'm most active on Instagram. You can find me as LittleMinky93, which will be linked everywhere. What else? Oh, I have a yarn store that is online. That is rather important, because that is what the podcast is named after. It is, that will be linked everywhere as well, but it's the Cat Knit Yarns company, and it's on Big Cartel. And that's everything. I think that's everything. So yes, I hope you've had a wonderful week. I hope you continue to have a wonderful week and weekend, depending on when you watch this. I hope you've gotten a lot of craftiness done. If you want to get more craftiness done this weekend, I hope that works out for you. I have big plans for my craftiness this weekend, and hopefully I get a lot of it done, because that would be wonderful. Anyway, so I guess I will talk to you guys later. Bye!